No AI music today. Tell me if you guys can hear me okay. What up, fellas? Good to see good to see everybody. It is the I don't know. It's 5 o'clock on the 8th. I don't know how I'm feeling. I figured I'd turn on the camera and do a little bit of streaming. I streamed this morning over on Lolcow. I was gonna stream the New Game Plus showcase, which was today. I haven't watched it yet. I'll skim through it on this stream and see if there are any trailers that we want to watch that were standout. But I don't know. You know, I've got to be real careful because I've lived long enough. We've all lived long enough in the realm of the internet to know you have to be careful when you get all upset because of the politics of the day and the week and stuff. And so you never, you know, I don't know how mad to be. I know if I stay on social media, and specifically Twitter, for too much longer for today, I'll be furious, which I guess is what they want, you know, which is sort of what the product of Twitter is meant to be. But it's hard to know. It's hard to know how much is worth getting riled up about, but it seems like quite a bit, you know. So I'm dealing with that. But I have a cure for what ails us. I have a game I might fire up in just a little bit, which is a total cozy little game called Bookshop Simulator, and that game is talking me down from the ledge for the last couple days. So I'll probably end up going there before this night is over. It is the anger chamber, but you're right, Hector Howell. The hard part about it is trying to figure out, though, where is the balance, right? Where is the balance between going, you know, you don't want to spend too much time in the anger chamber, and at the same time, you need to be angry about certain things. I'm not sure I believe that. You're saying Boogie's in the hospital for a possible stroke. I'm pretty much sure that's not true. Is that one of Boogie's lies? This is the problem with, you know, lying all the time. Is Boogie actually in the... I mean, look, I don't think anybody would be surprised if he was in the hospital for a stroke. I talked to him this morning, actually, on the stream, but... oh my God, go fuck the peanut, Wayne. You're obsessed with the fucking peanut. Go fuck burnt peanut. When you get burnt out, come back over here. We'll still be here for you. Good God almighty. I've never seen somebody have such an instant parasocial response to an internet personality. Go over there. It's not that we don't love you. You know, we adore you over here, Wayne, but Jesus Christ, go to our Discord. It's like you're fucking spooging all over the fucking place with this guy. It's like it's a guy it's a burnt peanut. He plays, what's that game he plays? The Arc Raiders game. It's great, but Jesus, settle. It happened live. Boogie had a stroke live. I don't know. Hang on. Hey, Tech? Boogie had a stroke, or that's bullshit?
Boogie possibly had a stroke.
What does that mean? Hello, VIV2.
Are you streaming?
Yeah.
During the stream, Boogie's face started to droop on one side. Someone noticed he was drooling out of like the side of his mouth.
Okay, we have to see this. This was real? Because you can't fake that, can you?
I mean, my stepmom had a similar thing. It wasn't a stroke.
Was it Bell's palsy or something?
Like that, yeah.
Yeah, I know people who've had that. Let's take a look at...
But he's at the hospital right now. I can't say what's happening in the group chats, the LCU background group chats.
Yeah.
But it seems real.
What show was he on?
Local Live. 2 minutes ago, he is being like wheeled into like a doctor's room. What do they call it? Like
Hi, everybody.
Okay, so they killed the stream, right?
Supposed to be here to help.
Do you see his face?
Yeah, hang on a second. Let me switch over.
Yeah, you can see his face start to go. Keem comes in and degrades him for making only like $200 or $300 for the stream.
Don't go anywhere. Hang on.
Well, I'm baking
What are you baking?
biscuits.
Ooh, I want biscuits. Put one in for me, please.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Yeah, hang on. Let me get you guys the right camera. So wait, what is happening here?
Yes, sir.
Keem, I need your help. I need suggestions.
His face.
I don't know where to go from here. This has been.
I know.
No. You're gonna stop what you're doing.
No,
right
I'm
now.
not
You're gonna
ending.
go to
I'm not
ER.
ending. I've been pointing it out this whole. I can't cut a promo on your show because your show comes after mine.
Okay. Well, listen. You have a horrible report card.
I know.
Like, do you see it?
I do. I'm looking right at it. I'm having trouble seeing right now, but I can see it.
Why are you having trouble seeing?
I don't know. People have been pointing it out this whole fucking stream. The left side of my face is drooping. The left side of my body feels numb. My chest hurts. I have a severe headache and I can't see out of my left eye. I think something medical's happening. I think
stop.
something medical's happening,
Stop.
but I'm just going to do the
Go
show.
to-
I'm just trying to do the fucking show.
No. You're gonna stop what you're doing.
No,
right
I'm
now.
not
You're gonna go
ending.
to
I'm not
ER.
ending. I'm not ending early. I'm not doing that.
I don't know, guys. I don't know if I buy this. I don't know if I buy this. I mean, look, you can only cry wolf, and if it turns out it's an actual medical emergency, of course that would be terrible. Boogie's got his issues, but I want the guy to be well. But the only reason this is slightly believable is because his face does look a little strange. But my gut tells me that this is bullshit. It keeps going. I'm going to try to get this off the screen so people can see better. There we go. Here we go.
I'm not ending
Boogie,
early.
I can clearly see the right side of your face twitching and
I
shit.
understand.
Go to which one?
Just here.
Just tell me where. I'll do it. Oh my god, dude.
Notice his
Amberlin.
eye,
All right, peace out.
right? This one
Get
is
the
just
fuck
not
out of
opening up as much.
You're
as
not
it
even
was.
fit for this.
Yeah, no, I mean his
motherfucker.
face does look a little droopy.
Stay in your
but,
lane. We have the greatest cancer.
Ultra
maker up
will
here.
never be an
We have
actual
the
host.
greatest-
Get the fuck out.
Baby, we have the greatest virgin booster gold.
He started
And we have the
streaming
greatest-
off in this like. dancing.
Okay,
Look at my
yeah,
feet.
yeah, yeah, stop,
My
stop. I got it. It's too loud.
You can mute it. Just mute it and go through the visuals. Yeah. Okay.
But I just want to see when he leaves. What makes him say I'm getting out of here? Because that's
Right then. So Keemstar joins in and is like.
On my side,
Notice
all right.
what's happening with your face.
Your face is twitching. You could be having a stroke.
I'm fully aware I have about 5 of the signs of a stroke happening right now. The only thing I'm not having trouble with is slurring my speech. And if I start doing that, I'm fucking calling an ambulance. But
yeah. He's in the hospital according to the myth. We don't know if it's true.
I saw a photo of him in a doctor's room.
Has he tweeted it?
I can't share it.
Okay, but he hasn't. It's not for public consumption. Okay, so he is actually
You can
there.
Fast forward towards the end of the stream, and
Yeah.
you'll see Desi joins in. Go left. That's too far. Right, up to the right. Click there. No, more to the right.
if you want me to drive, I can drive now. I will.
Dude, I got it.
You need to go. I didn't realize this was happening
Yes,
until joined this call
I've been
and
do-
seen your face twitching.
I've been doing my goddamn. I'm gonna.
And yeah, I mean, me and Mike had to talk him off a ledge, and apparently Mike just told me that like after.
Get on the camera.
Okay. I don't want to see this Mike guy. Hang on.
Yeah, just
Hang on.
skip forward, you'll see him. But it's him like in the parking lot of the hospital when they, call into the show. They're like, I'm here. They're bringing me an extra large wheelchair to get in.
Okay. Well, hopefully he's okay.
So I will end the show.
At his
Albert,
size, that's like that could be it.
Huh?
At his size,
Don't say that.
I mean, but it's true. Like, at the weight and size that he's at, and at his advanced age, that's enough to
His advanced age. How old is he?
your age.
Boogie's my age.
Yeah,
No way.
yeah.
Really?
He's like 55.
Holy
52,
shit.
there.
All right. Well,
You don't know that?
I thought he was younger. I don't know. I thought he was like in his 30s or something. I don't fucking know.
What?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to this shit.
Boogie was 30 when I was like born.
I'm not paying attention. I don't know.
You want
and Booster will
Yeah, when they're ready. Yeah, thanks.
finish it out. Just keep the stream running, and I'll end it on my side. All right.
Shut up, Addy Pie.
Your face is twitching. You could be having a stroke.
I'm fully aware I have about 5 of the signs of a stroke happening right now.
I didn't realize this was happening.
Yeah, I'm going to go.
You joined this call
I've been
and seen your face twitching.
I've been doing my goddamn, I'm going to go. I'm going to go.
You need to go. You need to go.
Shit.
I need you to calm down. Look at the sweat. Oh, that's from the waterboarding.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
He actually might be having a stroke. Did you see his face twitching like that?
I've noticed.
Okay, come
Before
on.
he-
Where's I want to see what Desi
Bro,
says.
what's going on? Why didn't he message?
Well,
If he
Should
goes
we
now
hop
and
No. And he was going to
what'll happen is
literally drooling.
All right, well, whatever. We'll have to just see, I guess.
what? I'm not.
You know
twitching.
what's weird? Assuming any of that is true, and I would give it like a 30% chance of being true at this point. But assuming any of that is true, what's weird is we were literally on today. I think it was today's show talking about who would die first in the LCU, and that's what that is. This network of different streamers and whatnot. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, more like 2%. I mean, I hope he's okay. We'll see where it goes. Anyway, the point is though, so, you know, it's a day in news. Obviously this is not what I was talking about though. What I was talking about was, the politics and things. Go talk to Rastov. Yeah. Let's see if Rastov knows anything. The politics of what's happening in America right now. You know, how do you reconcile that?
I will always hold a special place for Boogie in my heart. Right.
Okay, and what's happening?
Because he went out of his way. He went out of his way to try and keep me on the show, to be my friend. I've wanted to talk to him while I've been gone, but I haven't really wanted to, because I don't want to make it awkward by talking to.
Matt says, get Ember's Arcade in here to pray for Boogie. Right. Well, I don't know. I mean, look, here's what I will say. Let's just say on the off chance this is real and Boogie dies tonight, right? I'm not going to feel, I mean, I would feel bad. I'd feel terrible. I like the guy, but I'm not going to feel bad about kind of making a joke about it, given that, you know, that's the bed he made, man. You know, he lies all along. A bunch of game trailers and updates from the game showcase. Yeah, we're going to be looking at some of those in just a little bit. But no, this is a big deal. Look, I know some of you guys don't like the LCU. I know some of you guys don't like that I do a show over there. And that's fine. I respect that. But I do like Boogie. He's always been a nice guy. I think he's got issues. I don't think he is. I think he's probably a little racist, in some ways. And I'm not a fan of that at all. But, I think he's a sweet spirit. And I hope he's okay. 93 NR says, I got Jaffe to stream snipe you. Yeah, I'm right here. I don't care. Have Rastov pull me in while talking his
Him
show.
while I'm not no one's supposed to be talking to me.
He wouldn't give a fuck what anyone says about him. Yeah, I don't care. I mean, I'm indifferent with the locale stuff. I hear you. But anyway, I'll tell you something though. You just came back from the. Oh my God, Wayne! I'm gonna send you for late Christmas a peanut. And I want you to just go fuck the peanut, an actual peanut. You are obsessed. Boogie is dying. I don't know. He might be sick. I don't know. I mean, he might be having a real stroke. Jaffe, don't make this channel. Oh, please shut up, Addy Pie. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about right now. I'm always going to talk about what I want to talk about. And sometimes it's going to be games, and sometimes it's going to be politics, and sometimes it's going to be my other job at the LCU, like when one of the hosts may be having a stroke and dying. Boogie literally just said yesterday on our show that if he were to die, he wants to die on camera. I mean, I'm sorry, but I shut up. I love you, but shut the fuck up. Talking about random stuff, not game related on your gaming channel, as you've said, I don't care anymore about the algorithm though. I can't anymore. I can't anymore care about the algorithm. This is never going to be pure gaming, and I don't care if I stop doing it tomorrow. This is a personality driven channel, and it's the stuff I like to talk about. And if that works, that's fantastic. But I can't pretend to give a fuck every single day about video games. And I understand. that that's not necessarily good for the algorithm. I don't care. I can't care anymore, fellas. Because what really, let me ask you a question. I'll get up and I'll see, and some of these motherfuckers are troopers, man. I'll tune into the show, I'll tune into that show, that Lono guy, what's his name? And I'll tune into that Luke Stevens or whatever. And I'm like, every day they find something to talk about video game related. And I'm just like, my God, how do you care that much? I made video games for 20 something years. I love video games. I was playing a video game early. I play video games all the time. But fuck, do you really care? Ubisoft was hacked. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Spend more time playing games. So we're going to, America might be burning. An internet celebrity that a lot of people grew up with might be dying. Probably not, but he might be. No, I would rather listen to you talk about Ubisoft. I don't think I will. I mean, I'll talk about whatever you guys want to, actually. But I'm just saying, don't fucking come at me like, you're not talking about video games. I'll show. The bookshop game is great, man. I have a bookshop now in France, not Paris, and in Japan. And I'm almost about to open up the second floor of my bookshop. I have to say these recent threats against Greenland, if America goes ahead with this, America is finished. I don't think they're finished, but I think it is. I mean, again, I don't know what's going on, but it is the craziest thing. What this, I don't know, man. This Donald Trump guy, I just wish, I really just wish the midterms, they can't get here fast enough. Get this guy impeached, man. He is a nightmare. Whatever side of the aisle you're on, he's a fucking nightmare for this goddamn country. So yeah, it's bad. It's bad news, man. Try to bring back Constellation. I would love to. I loved Constellation, but according to Colin, it wasn't making the kind of, ducats that they need to make over there. Now, I could do a similar show to Constellation, I suppose. But I would have to basically find 3 people every week that are interesting, to come on. And that's a lot of work to kind of, how do you find those people? Who are those people? I'd love to do it on LSM, but they're full up on shows right now. But if you could take Constellation and you could be like, okay, well, you're going to get 2 people coming on. That would be hard to get. But on LSM, it's because they already have those personalities in the chamber ready to go. There's Embers. Ember says he'll do it. Okay. Well, maybe we'll try one. You guys give me suggestions of who the 3rd or 4th should be, and we'll try an episode. We'll see what happens. Oh, Rich could be interesting. Maybe we will do it. I'll call Colin first, though, and say, I'm going to fuck around with the show format like Constellation. I always want to give Colin the opportunity. I mean, not that he needs the opportunity. He'd do it if he wants. But I'd hate for him to, because it would be us just going, let's do our own Constellation. I don't want members, though. Michael Jackson says you could have members. I don't want members. I want people who have something interesting to say. Now, it could be a member who, you don't just want to put people on just because you have people. You want to put people who are interesting, that have interesting takes on things. Embers, I think, is a well-spoken, articulate fellow who clearly has a view of the world that runs, perpendicular to mine. And so that might, depending on what the topics are, that could yield some interesting conversations. Maybe I'll have Victor Lucas come on. Somebody just mentioned somebody else. Somebody said, I would watch Rich could be interesting. I don't want to bring Gene on right now though, because he's dealing with this shit right now. I know he was on an LSM show today, but he knows maybe I'll bring Colin on. Colin could be great on the show. I heard Ember is an ICE agent. No, I saw what Ember looks like. He's too soft to be an ICE agent. Boom! Got him, boys. Got him. I love it. Jaffe, I'll try out. I don't want to try out anybody who's not known yet. Eventually, yes, but let's do a show. Let's do a show first with some people that'll get some butts in seats, and then we'll try it. Well, that's something I'll think about. I'd be on if I felt like something specific to contribute. At the second, I don't. Yeah, you got to have something interesting to talk about for sure. Ask Wingo. Who the fuck's Wingo, man? Who's Wingo? I don't know who that is. Is that Wings? Wings of Redemption? Who's Wingo? DSP? I don't know DSP. I have no idea who that. I mean, I know who it is, but am I planning to travel anywhere this year? Says Ali. Not really. I don't like to travel. I like to stay inside. I'm a total Instagram cliche. I like when it's raining and I'm inside and I am under my blankets reading a book. That is the stupidest, most Pinterest cliche on the internet, but that's my happy place, man. I'm reading a book I'm reading like 4 books right now, but I'm reading a book right now, and it was raining the other day, and I was just like, this is the best day ever. Ask Boogie to come on. Maybe. Oh my God, I'm not gonna ban anyone, but I'm gonna say it. See, Jaffe, that's why you're toothless. I was gonna say I'm gonna ban anybody that talks about burnt peanut anymore. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm just so sick of seeing the burnt peanut everywhere in my Discord. I'm sick of it. Sick of y'all. Anyway, so okay, tell me this. What was good today from the new Game Plus show? Because I don't want to watch the whole goddamn thing. Were there a couple of standout trailers that we should ask Boogie's Ghost? You goddamn right. I'm not going to crash out. I mean, I don't mind crashing out. It's good entertainment. But Jaffe, we need more. Oh, shut up, you horrible. Just Incredible says, Jaffe, we need more presidents like Trump. Hopefully we liberate Cuba and Nicaragua. The Venezuela situation made Trump. Oh, you're a moron. Jaffe, why cry about success? There's no point, man. What? What are you talking about? Who's crying about success? What are you talking about? Even when it's cold out, who wants to travel? Here's what I'll tell you. Speaking of Greenland, though, I don't know much about Greenland at all. So I looked it up today because I just saw a picture on the New York Times of Greenland. And I'm like, that looks so cold and cozy. And I'm like, I bet I could buy a really cheap house in Greenland. Just totally retire and be all cozy in Greenland. And then I looked it up. It's really expensive to live in the goddamn Greenland. User says, do you have a P.O. box to accept art? Your God of War game made life fun. Thank you from all of us who made it, buddy. We appreciate that. I do have a P.O. box. It is on our Discord. If you go over to the Discord and join it, there's like a pinned thing there that gives you the P.O. box. No, Darth Nugget, that's not true. Jaffe acts towards Peanut like we act towards Lookout, yet he can't understand. I do understand. I joke around just because my issue. I don't have any issue with burnt peanut at all. The two issues I have with the burnt peanut concept is the first one is his followers are super fucking parasocial and it's creepy. The other one, though, is just how my Discord is spammed by fucking GIFs of burnt peanut. I never thought I'd see the day where I missed the masturbating gif of the police officer that Mute Mo always posted. Every fucking time I go to our Discord, it's the goddamn burnt peanut. But no, good for him. That guy's having a lot of goddamn success, and you know, I think that's great. I wish I could have that kind of success. That's excellent. Cheap homes in frozen Arctic. No thanks, says D-Trucks. Oh no. No. I don't want to be in the Arctic, but I want to. I don't know. I have an appointment tomorrow with my psychiatrist for my medicine to make sure my meds are working and everything. You know, maybe it's depression. I don't feel depressed, but if somebody were to say, Jaffe, here are your two options. You could, live in a tiny house, close enough to family and friends in the city and stuff, so you could get groceries and everything. There you go. Okay. You could live in a tiny house, and never travel, or you could travel the world. I'd be like, I just want to live in a tiny little house in the woods if it's safe, with the internet and streaming and reading and video games, and I want to die at like 101 and have my kids and grandkids and all that stuff. That seems delightful to me. But I understand that there is a kind of, that's not normal. And so does that mean I'm like depressed? I don't know. Because isn't it normal to go, oh, you should want to travel. You should want to get out in the world. You should be excited about, oh, there's this amazing exhibit coming to a museum. I mean, I love going to museums, so I got to be able to go. I got to live, my tiny home has to be close enough to a museum. So I don't know. But all I know is when people talk about traveling, I'm like, come on, man. Like, I like virtual reality traveling, man. That's the shit. Right? Like when you put on the goggles and shit and you're in like National Geographic of the Louvre or the pyramids of Egypt, that'll work for me. All men should strive to have the life of Dick Van Dyke. The lifespan of Dick Van Dyke, sure. I don't know if I want the life of Dick Van Dyke because I can't dance. I don't know how to dance. I dance to the melody, boys. Jaffe, did you see they're making a new Jackass? No, but I loved the last Jackass movie. It was great. Jaffe, why do you need meds for your mental health? You're not 20. I don't understand. I take meds for ADD, which they're very helpful. And I do take Zoloft, but I asked the doctor, I said, well, I don't feel depressed. This was like a couple years ago I got on it. I said, I don't feel depressed. I just feel like I need more energy. And I'm like, is it a weight thing? And she says, well, I don't know. Try Zoloft. It worked for your mom. It's okay. I don't know. I'll talk to her about it tomorrow. Hey, KP, thank you for the super chat. You're a man of many talents. What's next? I'll tell you. Sorry, this wire keeps. You're a man of many talents. What's next? So I'll tell you, yesterday I started working on a new game. I'd been working on this game in just using AI in HTML. And it got to the point that I'm like, I'm not going to be able to do this unless I basically download Unity again and have the code written in AI and do it in Unity. So I might make a very basic little prototype of it, and see if it gains any traction. I think it could be a really, really, really cool game. So maybe that. I mean, maybe. But short of that, I don't know. You know what I'd like to do, man? I would like to find a way to be a successful streamer. But I don't know. I've tried too long. You know how long I've been doing this now? Like 8 years I've been doing this? Seven years? You'd think if I was going to break through, it would have happened by now. And that's okay. Doesn't have to. But hello, Courage. How you doing, buddy? But it is disappointing. It's disappointing. But you know what? I got to tell you something. I got to burp. Hang on. You know what I would love? You know what I would shut up, Cheetah. That is a sound effect that is the default in this microphone. So that's not like a Keemstar. That's what he uses. But that's just one of the 4 defaults. You can make it do whatever you want. So Anna told him to raise the mic. Is it too high? Am I good now? The LCU bullshit does not bring me down. Here's what I was going to tell you, actually. So I got up this morning and we did a show on the LCU. And whether or not you like those shows over there, I don't do my shows like the rest of the shows. So if you think about a traditional LCU show, that's not what I do. I'm not interested in that. But what I will admit to, and one of the reasons it is appealing to me to be over there, is that I don't have to worry about anything other than exactly what I love to do, which is turn on the microphone and talk to people and talk about things I'm interested in. But there's, and if there is a business, like I would love there to be like, oh, there's 30 networks like LCU or Last Stand Media or Second Wind. And if I could get hired by 1 or 2 of these, I would be thrilled. Because I think I'm pretty good at it. What I suck at is the business part. I don't want to do the business. You tell me to be somewhere, I'm there. I was there every night at 6 o'clock for Madhouse. I'm there every morning at 9 o'clock for a Locale Crip. But look at me. Yesterday I streamed for 3 hours starting at 1. Today I rolled in around 5. Like if I don't have that structure laid down by somebody else, I can't do it. I can't do it. So if anybody's out there and they're like, you know what we really need in here is an absolutely hyper old 54-year-old man who really doesn't take direction and says whatever the fuck he wants, you should hit me up because I'll come work for you. LCU says David is obnoxious and doesn't grow your audience here. Well, I have the stats to prove that's not true, but I also have the stats to prove that you're not entirely wrong. I certainly don't think that it has grown the audience in a massive way, but we've met some very important people. We've met Anna G, who's one of our amazing mods. We've met Bunny Button. There's a lot of, so I would not say that we haven't gained anything from being over there. But I understand, I understand that you guys don't want to hear all that all the time. And that's why, that's why I don't, Jaffe, you missed my super ass a while ago about Wayne. A super chat? Really? Let me see. Let me put it over here if I did. I'm sorry if I did. There it is. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Machine says, I'm going to leave this window open. It's supposed to be appearing here, but it's not. Wayne, we've had it up to here. Wait, did I send this in a super chat? Whoopsie. Thank you. Thank you, Machine XP. I appreciate the super chat. Speaking of super chats, Jojo D says, well, Jaffe, what does that look like? How much money do you need to make per month to make this profitable? About $9 grand a month. $9 grand a month. Going on other shows will definitely grow your audience. Yeah, but the problem is, well, whatever. I don't want to complain about, I have a great life and I don't want to sit up here and bitch about, look, let's put it this way. If I've gotten to stream full time and make videos full time for 8 years and I never made any money at it, I mean, I'm grateful for all you guys do to me. Thank you so much. But, what a gift. I mean, what a goddamn gift, right? So, sorry. Now, if I moved to Greenland, I wouldn't need to make that much money. I'm the same way, Jaffe says, Robert, I can't work for myself if I'm not forced to be somewhere. Right. Guys, I get it. David Carradine, I get it. He says LCU audience is obnoxious as well. Yeah, a lot of them are. Not all of them, but a lot of them are. I get it. But if you think I go over there and I do things like I'm going to put peanut butter on my nipples. Oh, that's crazy. That's not what I do over there. I go over there and I pretty much do this show. I just have a few people to bounce it off of. Hey, baby. Hey, Ace. Let me talk about my dog for a minute. Peanuts lives matter. You goddamn right, Wayne B. Let's talk about my dog. No, I do not work outside the channel. No. Being politically... See, I don't agree with that. What, baby? Come on. I just started a stream, baby. Speak. Yeah. What's going on? What? Go see Tech. Go see Sarah. Go see anybody but me. I'm doing a stream. I love you. You know what, Kato? That's a great idea. I should do what, Jaffe? What should I do? But this what? Tech? Oh, man. Yeah, do you know what this dog wants? Can you see if Sarah can feed him or something? Matt, I'm not out of my mind. You're fucking out of your mind if you think you can make $9,000 a month doing this. I've made $9,000 a month doing this. I just can't do it consistently. Do you know what he wants?
He's a dog.
I don't care. Does he need water?
Place.
Does Sarah need to feed him?
Place.
What are you doing?
Me? I'm eating biscuits.
Where's my biscuit?
Over there.
I can't get up and get it. I'm dealing with.
Make your $9,000 a month.
How's Boogie?
Who's the one shit talking you? Oh, he's not good.
Can you share anything?
No.
Oh, come on. You can share something.
Nope.
Is it real?
It's real. He's not good.
It's real. He's not good. And you have that because why? Why do you have that data?
Because I am an employee of the LCU.
Okay, but if I'm an employee at the moment of the LCU,
You're not in the group chats yet.
if I went over to the group chat, I would see it's real.
Something, probably. Not a group chat me and you are in, but other group chats are.
Okay. Okay.
He's just not good. Yeah, he's a dog. Just tell him to sit. And
Well, I don't want to, Listen,
He's also
Matt
old.
says you're out of your fucking mind if you think you can make $9,000 a month doing this and not trying to be negative.
How much money did he give you?
I don't know.
Shut up, Matt.
No, Matt's great. We love Matt.
Matt who?
He's Matt Moderano.
Altadoro?
Yeah, I love
Oh,
Matt.
okay, that Matt's okay.
Yeah, he's good. He's a good egg.
But tell him to give you a 20 if he's going to complain about his money.
That's right. But no, I know people who make a lot of money. But the idea of being politically correct, I mean, who needs that? Who the fuck needs that? Right? Do you really need someone to be politically correct in your life? Do you need another person to just play vanilla for you? Or would you like someone to be honest and genuine with your goddamn ass? I love it when I say it that way. It makes me seem tough, like J.D. Vance, like an alpha male. But yeah. Oh, hey, man, Matt, he says, I live in Oklahoma. I survive on $1,500 a month. Maybe I should start streaming. Look.
Yeah, true.
Oh, that looks great. Thanks, buddy. If I could leave San Diego, I would, but I have too many roots here at this point. Yeah, I could make a total go of it if I lived somewhere else. But San Diego is one of the most expensive places on the planet. Ace, you ain't getting that biscuit? Oh, I was going to tell you about Ace. I'm worried about him. I don't know how much longer. I hate to say that in front of you, Ace. Jaffe would have over 100K subs if he made video game content strictly. Yeah, I would. I know. Maybe. But I can't do that all the time. I had this, let me tell you something. I had this fantasy, this dream, my friends, that I could just sit in I'm a stubborn motherfucker, like some of you guys say, that I could sit in front of the microphone and I could just talk to people and say what I wanted to say. And I could make a living doing that. I refuse to let go of that dream. But you're not wrong. You're not wrong. There is a great value. There is a great value in giving the people what they say they want. But, God, how much video game news can you... Everybody does video game news, man. Was I medicated when I worked for Sony? Some of the time, yeah. Jaffe, do you think that maybe people are struggling money-wise and that makes a difference, or do you think it's something else? No, I think it's... I don't know. I think it's a lot of things. I think it's, times are tough. That's for sure. But I also think that I'm never going to be, even if I was able to make a living off streaming, I'm never going to be a Mr. Beast kind of guy or even a Colin Moriarty kind of guy. Those guys are good at business and they care about, making these choices that won't hurt their brand. And my brand is, I just got to be honest with people. And that doesn't mean I'm better or worse. That means, there's good and bad that comes with that, is what I would say. Your rent alone is $2,000. Oh, Jesus, man. Yeah. I'm not telling you what I pay. It's batshit. Batshit. So Tech says, that Boogie, he says it's real, and he says it's serious. You created God of War. Why have more street cred? I don't understand your question. Start gambling large amounts of money. Why? That's what I'm doing now, man. No, I'm good. I'm grateful. Seriously. I mean, I really am. I want you to think about this for a minute. As much as I bitch about my channel not being as big as I'd like it to be, I make a pretty good amount of money on YouTube and streaming. It's not enough to survive in San Diego if I didn't have, ample savings and investments. But I got it pretty fucking good, man. I mean, I have a very loyal audience. I have, at least 40% of them are smart. I love with that. It was a great joke. So I can't complain. I mean, I can and I will. Crowduck says Boogie just needs a vacation. It's not serious. Look. If Boogie faked a heart attack or a stroke, I would buy it. If he went away for 2 months to have a vacation and he came back and it was a bit, I would buy it. But I also would buy that the man could have a stroke on camera and that would be the end of him. I like how we're waiting around to hear about Boogie like mother about to give birth. I don't think we're waiting. I'm not waiting around. I'm eating a biscuit, my friend. I would have watched Crip today, but Grimm sucks so bad. I'm going to tell you something about Grimm. So I never liked Grimm. He's a new guy who comes on our show. He's an intern, whatever the fuck that means, on our show in the morning. And I wouldn't sell my soul to gambling. I don't think gambling is bad. I think, it's as bad as alcohol. If you're not cut out for it, you should stay away from it. But that doesn't mean you should not let other people do it. But anyway, so Grimm, I never liked him at all. I thought he was a little condescending shithead. But talking to him today, I had a really nice chat with the guy. I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to talking to him tomorrow. So, always got to keep an open mind, man. So anyway, whatever. I work in content moderation for Tik Tok. Says Karim, our algorithms promote the least offensive content. Yeah, TikTok, my friend, is the absolute strictest I have found. I was on a live stream the other night, and I don't say the R word. I don't care that it's acceptable now to say it. You do what you want to do, but I think it's a mean-spirited word when it's used the way it is used. But I was on a live stream with someone, and he used the R word, and within like 2 minutes, it was like bloop. This channel has just gotten a mark against it, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, holy shit. So I get it. And I'm not brand safe. I get that as well. But I should be safe for some brands. You're telling me I'm not brand safe for a weed company? I'm not brand safe for fucking, video game themed sex toys? What are you talking about? I don't understand. What if you got Iceman? I don't like that guy. I don't really know that guy. I have no idea if I like him or not. I typically don't use the R word unless someone seriously deserves it. I don't even think about it that way, though, because to say someone deserves it implies that it's a word to be used as an insult. And I don't feel that way. But, do what you want. Hang on. Oh, I see. Okay. Big Weed has it out for you. They must. How could a weed company, they'd love me. How would they not love me? I love their product. I started streaming 2018, I guess, about then. So about 8 years almost, going on 8 years. I mean, I had always streamed and made videos. I've had a YouTube channel for like 16 years. But I've never been serious about it until about 2018, 2019, is what I would say. So what's funny is no one in the chat is saying, hello, Danny Sullivan, no one in the chat is saying, hey, here was a great trailer today from the what's it called? From the New Game Plus showcase. You'd think somebody would be like, dude, you got to see the Daywalker one or whatever, man, you know? Real Blind Eye has been a member for 9 months. Thank you, sir. He says, thank you and everyone for Twisted Metal. It's my favorite game franchise of all time. I'm making a fan film. Ooh, it will be a mixture of live action and AI. If it's okay, I'd love to show it on the stream if it's good. That'd be cool. Congrats for that. And thank you for being a supporter of the show, buddy. Did you watch the fan game the guy made? We played it on Saturday. It'll go out to all members this Saturday. And then I'll play it on the stream in the next couple days. It's great, man. It's great. Gaming is shot. Gaming is not dead. I think the difference is gaming is so fragmented now that what does that even mean to be a gamer? Because, you know, there's so many fucking games to play. And the stuff I'm playing right now, I guarantee you, if you didn't know me, the vast majority of you probably never would have heard of the stuff I'm playing right now. And that's not like, oh, I'm an elite snob. Just, you know, I play stuff that's kind of off the beaten path because I got bored of the path. The path is boring after a while. Oh, I'm good for now. These are great, though.
Another one? Just one.
No, because I'll eat. I don't need to be eating on the stream. But just put it in the microwave. I'll eat it tonight. I don't want it right now. I don't want it right
Good
now.
for you.
How's my good friend Boogie?
Oh, they're asking for prayers for him and his family.
Who's asking for prayers?
Desi
Okay, can I get more details?
and Keen are saying, please pray for.
Okay, but this is probably a bit.
I don't know. I don't know. At this point, I
You don't know if it's a bit.
As far as I know, it's not a bit.
And you think it's not a bit because you've seen pictures of him in the hospital that are private, that are not been let out to people. We were just talking about what LCU host would be covered.
No, I said Boogie. And then Billy.
Less than 24 hours ago.
Not even that. Less than 24 hours ago, Boogie told you to the face while you were on stream with him, I hope I die on stream. I hope that they carry me away. They super chat that I was a terrible person that faked cancer and I die off a stream.
Yeah.
That happened yesterday, right?
Now, does this mean that Desi's free to date other people?
Yeah. You're awful. All right.
All right. Connor, hey, buddy. Connor, thank you so much for being a member of the Gods of War for 57 months. He says, I'm still hyped from all the Doomsday trailers. Can't wait till there's more leaks to talk about. Well, I'll be honest with you, my dear friend. I really need to take time to watch. I still need to go back. I've not seen Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I've not seen Thunderbolts. So I haven't seen Captain America, what's it called? Brand New Day, or not Brand New Day. What the fuck's the thing called? New World Order or whatever. So, you know, I need to catch up, but I'll definitely be there day one. Jaffe, don't miss the super chat. What super chat? Which one? Connor's? I just read Connor's. Which one, Matt? I have one from Wayne, from Real Blind Eye, from Connor, from KP. I didn't see a new super chat come through. Brave New World. Okay. Brand New Day is the Spider-Man one. Brave New World. I did not like Fantastic Four. I did not. I'm not a fake fan. I can show you all my comics, man. I'm a hardcore goddamn... what, man? What? Did you have to potty? Do you want some biscuit? What happened to YouTube's Mr. Rogers, says One Pump Man. Thank you for the super chat. What do you mean? What do you mean? Who's the fuck is YouTube's Mr. Rogers? Who is that? I didn't love Fantastic Four. I thought it was kind of boring. Hello, Devon Squad. Good to see you, bud. Gaming isn't dead unless you think Call of Duty decides the life or death of gaming. Right, and I even like Call of Duty. Y'all just complain a lot. Gamers complain. I mean, I guess all fandoms do, but I'm very happy playing the games I'm playing right now. I am, you know, I'm super down. I'm having a great fucking time playing video games, and I'm always playing Marvel Snap, you know. But I don't know. We'll see if Boogie survives the night. What if he doesn't? The thing about Boogie is, let's say Boogie died. Boogie is hard, you know. Boogie is. It's hard to know if Boogie... What do you mean it's Boogie Jaffe? What's Boogie Jaffe? I don't understand. You goddamn right, Mario. Do you like Metroidvanias? I love Metroidvanias. Memories in Orbit though just kind of looked like. I mean, I'll play it. It's coming to Game Pass. But Metroidvanias are, there's so many of them that you have to have a large, you got to have something that pops, right? And I didn't think that Memories in Orbit, I was like, all right, it looks like a Silksong game. If I hear it's great, I'll give it a play. I saw him on live. I'm talking to people who are saying it's a real deal, but with Boogie, you never fucking know. Yeah, send a pizza from 7-Eleven to the hospital. You goddamn right. Ace, what is it, buddy? Do you need to go outside? Do you want love? Do you want water? Are you hungry? You want to take over Cuba? What do you want? I don't know what he wants. Yeah, the art style was fine. I'll play it. Okay. I don't complain about much ever for real, says Wicked. I love AAA games as much as the indie shit some guy made on the weekend. Gaming is dead. People are shallow appreciators of games. Yeah, games are great, man. Love it. Yeah, Boogie's on an IV of Mountain Dew. Okay, I need to see what he wants. I'm going to bring in Tech to bat cleanup. I'll be right back. He's not bored. He gets plenty of mental stimulation. Come here. What do you want? Tech? Can you run my screen for a minute? I don't know. I'm trying to see what he wants. He's a dog. He's barking. He doesn't do that. You want to go potty? You want water? Hungry? Look. Hookers? Hookers? Want to go potty? You don't want to go potty. Okay, you're staying out here with courage. I don't know what you want. Just sit down. Sit down. God damn, man. I love you, but sit the fuck down, dude. Don't make me go Hassan Piker on your dumb ass. I love when I said that to you, Ace. Boogie will be fine. He ate a bad sausage. I don't know. It seems pretty serious, man. Parasite Mutant. Haven't heard of that. I'll have to look into that. Okay. What did your fiance? It makes him look like Tingle. You goddamn right. You goddamn right. Is Jaffe wearing a green screen now? It's a goddamn what, man? What? It's a hey, baby. You want to be a streamer too? Maybe you have advice for me. Hi. I love you. And speak. Yeah. No, I'm not wearing a green screen. Do you have to go potty? You want to go pee-pee? I'm going to go take him out. It's like the third time today. I'm taking him out. I'm going to have Tech come sit in. Be nice to the man if you can. And I'll be back in like 3 minutes. Come on, let's go outside. Let's go potty. You want love? I'm doing this. Come on. I finally had some time to stream today. I can't play with you right now. God damn. Who's Maggie? Maggie keeps telling me to stream. He got to the hospital. They'll take care of him. Yeah, I mean, unless it's severe and serious. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens to him. But I get it, man. I totally get what you're saying. You're like, well, if you streamed and only talked about games, you'd be real successful. I don't know about that. Look at Goodrich. Goodrich is here. Goodrich only streams games. He's not the world's biggest streamer. I don't believe that. I spotted your D&D handbook behind you. Oh yeah, it's good. Now, here's what I'll say about the D&D shit, man. What I'll say about even though I'm the most progressive guy I don't have any problem with the more progressive lefty art style of the new D&D, but I do understand people complaining, right? When I was a kid coming up, I was there for the first edition and first edition of Advanced D&D and all that. And it's not that it was sexist or racist or misogynist, any of that. It just it went out of its way to paint really cool, badass action scenarios. And now it seems like they're going out of their way to have images in the book of like everybody getting along and shit. And I'm just like, what's that? That's not what I want, man. But yeah, D&D is pretty cool. I played a bunch of D&D with Hector Howell, and I just didn't, it takes up so much fucking time is the problem for me. I just don't have the time to play it, but I love it. I love it. When I play it. I don't know. I don't think the D&D rule set went woke. I just think that what went woke was the art choices. The art direction went a little bit softer. Nemo Deuce. Hey, Nemo, member for 7 months, Diet Soda Soldiers. Thank you, buddy. We appreciate it very, very, very much. Jaffe, do a show built around building a hit game from the ground up. You are welcome. Well, the problem with that is it's got to be a hit game. And I'll tell you something else. Watching people develop games is not fun. You can edit it within an inch of its life to make it interesting, but it's really not that interesting. A lot of times people just sitting there thinking, I've tried to vibe code on stream before. Half the audience is like, kill me now, God, this is horrible. So, you know, I'll tell you what, though, if Boogie does die of a stroke tonight, God, that's terrible to say. Shut up, Goodrich, don't say that. If he dies of a stroke tonight, then I got to get in shape. I mean, I ain't like Boogie, but, you know, that's a wake-up call. It's like, dude, you should have been woken up 40 years ago. Shut the fuck up. Anyway. All right. Well, we can play a game. What do we want to do? One's in the chat to keep shooting the shit and talking. Two's to play a game. I'll wait. Would you play D&D with Father Robert Balser from the Vatican? Does he play D&D? I don't know. I mean, would you ever make a game development tutorial vid, says KP. Thank you for the super chat, buddy. Probably not. I mean, I might do design tutorials and just sort of my take on things, but I wouldn't do it, you know, the whole thing. Shut up, Briz83, you son of a bitch. All right, seems like most of you guys want some games. All right, give me 5 minutes, we'll play some games, but not yet. I got to settle into the vibe. Play Discounty. I know you want me to. And I have it, and I've downloaded it, but I don't want to play it right now. I'm already playing too many new things right now. It would be the canary in the coal mine buffet for you if he died. You goddamn right, Goodrich. You goddamn right. I'm not playing World of Warcraft. I like the idea that you can have your house and build your own neighborhood in World of Warcraft now. That's pretty cool. I dig that a lot, but, you know, nobody tell Tech I'm feeding the dog his biscuits because I told him I didn't want one. He's like, have a biscuit. I don't want one. Have a biscuit. I've played sex with Hitler. I've played sex with Stalin. I had the developer of those games on this show before, actually. Play Captain Wayne for the love of Jesus. Maybe I will. Jaffe, do green screen effects on your hoodie. I've done that before, but my green screen's over there because I wanted my setup back. I missed my setup. I didn't like streaming against just a green screen. I like cozy things. Yeah, and Detroit Become Human. Let me ask you this. Is there a time of day that you can, like Detroit Become Human, I do want to play. Okay. I want to play it. But there's a time of day where I'm like, I don't have the energy to learn a new game right now. So when you come home from work, do you want to play? Like, I want comfort gaming this late in the day. That's why if I'm going to play something, I'll play Bookstore Simulator. I might play the new Twisted Metal fan game, something where I don't have to learn anything and I can just vibe right into it, you know? A new game is like, you got to have a lot of energy set aside to go, okay, I'm sitting down, I'm going to learn this video game. I've never played Mass Effect at all. Heavy Rain I played a little bit of. I found was it Heavy Rain or Fahrenheit? The one where David Cage, oh my God, this guy. It was such a turnoff to me for all of his shit. where he stands there at the beginning of Fahrenheit and says, "Oh, it's so dumb, you guys. It is so fucking embarrassing." He stands there and it is on a sound stage, but it's a virtual sound stage. So they have modeled a 3D environment of a movie sound stage. No, Fahrenheit. I thought Nomicron, the Nomad Soul, was his first game with David Bowie, which I played that as well. And he stands there and he plays himself and he says, "Hello, I'm David Cage, the director of Fahrenheit." And it's like, shut up. Who the fuck do you think? That's like the opening of his game, is seeing him standing in a virtual fucking soundstage like he's some big shot director. I'm like, dude, shut up. It was so embarrassing that I was turned off of this guy forevermore. Forevermore. And that doesn't mean he doesn't have talent. You know, I think what he's done with... Are you hungry? Do you want to go outside? Do you have to potty? Do you want love? Do you want to see Sarah? Do you want water? Are you in pain? Do you want to play? You want to go outside? I don't know what he wants. I would never have done that for God of War. I think it's totally dumb. What? Hey, Tech. Somebody call in. Let's talk. Timmy fell down a well. You goddamn right. Let's have a conversation. Somebody needs to call in. Let's talk about Minnesota or something. Let's do that. Let's do that. After I get back from taking the dog wherever the fuck he needs to go. I might get a cat next. Sorry, buddy, but I might. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring Tech in for 5 minutes. I'm going to take the dog out, even though he says he doesn't need to go. He probably does. And when I come back, we should do call-ins, man. Let's do call-ins, man. I'll give you another call-in. It's different because I'm on OBS. It's a different thing. Let me go get Tech that'll run this. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Hello, it's Tech Protect again. How's it going? Dude, my hair is all fucked. Go, leave, get out of here. The dogs. How's it going, chat? It's your boy. That poor dog. I bet he's getting the peanut butter treatment as I was. Oh, damn, Goodrich. Goddamn. The Restovians are here. Did we get a redirect? If only Jaffe would look at his fucking chat, we'd know. Yeah, Rastovs. Thank you for the viewers. Rastovia, unite! Tech, is there any update on Boogie's condition, please? Let me check. Welcome in, Rastov! Rastovians unite! I can't directly speak to Rastov because my boss doesn't like him. Let me see. Is there any private updates? Maybe. As far as I know, Boogie is doing terribly. Jesus. Well, if Boogie dies... He requested that I have TTS on at his funeral, just letting you guys know beforehand because I'm going to get canceled by the entire internet for this, but those are his wishes. Holy shit. Yeah.
Why is your camera set up in this weird angle? Like, what do you need this negative space for, Jaffe? I don't even fucking know. Yo, tech support. Good to see you guys. Hi, Tech. How is your streaming career doing? Matt Montadoro, it's okay. It's whatever. We have been sent as representatives of Rastovia. Good to see. Thank you again, Rastov, for coming in, everybody. I'm doing my final prep for my birthday. Dude, Jaffe, your setup is so ass. It's so awful. The 3 monitors don't even work because you can't even see the full monitors. Like, one monitor is blocking like 10% of this one and like 4 to 8% of that monitor. It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck even is this? I gotta fix Jaffe's office. The camera's off center. Here's center line. My face should be over here, but it's not. Oh my god. Happy birthday tomorrow, Tech Protect. Thank you. Why does your name sound like a VPN? Because it is, dog. Unironically, we were at the mall here in San Diego, and there was a fucking there was like a phone repair place called Tech Protect, and I was like, that's my store. Here's my ID. That's my store. Wait, this isn't David Jaffe. What the fuck? Says Rastov. Jaffe's dog. Fuck. Not to make it sad. Jaffe's dog is going through some health issues. His hip is, I think, going out. They took some X-rays and like it could be cancer. It could be hip dysplasia. It could be a bunch of shit. He's like a 12 to 13-year-old Great Dane mix. So like those dogs don't really live long in the first place. And then on top of that, you know, he was a heavy dog for a long time. He was a fat fuck. No offense to Ace, the fat dog. But, you know, we moved in. We put him through his paces. Now he's getting exercise and he's eating better and on time. So the dog's gotten to like a healthy weight. But now, you know, his hips are getting fucked. You should sue them. I should! That's my name! They can't use my name on the fucking side of their phone repair place at the mall. They have dog wheelchairs? I hope not. I hope we don't get him a dog wheelchair. That's fucked. My dog of 12 years passed last month. Yeah, Nemo, that's fucked. Justice for Rastov. Yeah, silently. I can't. I can't be too public on my support. I think we talked about Rastov on stream yesterday over in the LCU. It was you know, I was like, it's fucking stupid how they treated Rastov. It's so dumb. Jaffe just fed him a biscuit. Did you feed Ace a biscuit?
Of course not.
They're snitching on you, Jaffe.
Do you know?
Do I know?
Boogie were to die.
By the way, update. Boogie made a wish to Keemstar. It's like one of his final wishes is, please host my funeral on the LCU if things don't go well. Also, use this screenshot as evidence that I'm requesting that you have TTS at my funeral before the whole internet cancels you.
Well, I'm saying to you, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
If Boogie died, the guy has made his wishes clear.
Yeah.
Ad nauseum.
Yeah, they can't hear you, so I'm going to repeat you.
People will still say, oh, what Jaffe, that's so rude, that's so disrespectful. I'm like, dude, that's what Boogie continually said he wanted.
Come closer.
You tell him. I'll just get it.
Yeah, Jaffe's point is, you know, if he does die, then it's all, like, all the evidence points towards, yeah, he's been very open about what he wants first. Ace, you're not getting food from me. Go lay down, old man. Am I just mean to elderly people and animals?
I ignore everything you say, so I don't.
No, you don't ignore everything I say. Is the cancer part Dukes? What is that?
It's a lie. The cancer part's a lie.
Deux.
God.
What does that mean?
It's Latin for God.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's crazy. No, because I'm talking about Ace might have cancer. He might have cancer or something going on with his hip or...
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah. No one is canceling Keem for streaming Dead Boogie. Do you think we can get pieces of Boogie?
We could smoke Boogie.
Do you think we can get pieces of him?
If we can smoke his ashes and marijuana, I would smoke the fuck out of that.
If they like took a lock of Boogie's hair and threaded it into like a big blunt. His heart.
I want his cremated heart, and I want to smoke it on string.
Well, they don't separate the body when they cremate.
You don't know that.
I do know that. I had my mom cremated, and I was there for it. I got really involved in my mom's cremation because her boyfriend at the time, before she died.
You didn't want her cremated.
No. He put fucking kitty ears on my dead mom at her viewing.
But that was maybe what she wanted.
She was a devout Catholic woman.
Who drew pictures of
Hobbies are different. She respected the dead. She was never.
Anyway, I don't know. But I
Yeah.
would smoke part of it.
I took those fucking cat ears off before you cremated her. I was like, throw those in the fucking trash.
I'd smoke part of Boogie.
Then you cremate the fucking cat ears in my mom's body. Happy birthday, Tech. Tell Jaffe to take you to Chippendales for a walk on the wild side.
Do they still have Chippendales?
In Vegas, they do. Yeah. I bet if you smoke Boogie, you'll get super high. By super high, I mean super high cholesterol. Matt Montanero said the super high part, but then I added the cholesterol. It was me. You're laughing at my jokes. Anyways, you guys, Rastov came through. Thank you again, Rastov, so much. Oh my gosh. He redirected to you.
Oh, we did. Thanks,
Yeah, you
Rastov.
had a big bump in viewership.
Rastov is the best host in the LCU.
Shut up. I'm the best host in the LCU.
Okay.
That's not true.
These headphones are all sweaty.
No, I don't sweat from my ears. I sweat from my ass.
Oh, God. Anyway.
I go back.
All right. Thank you, Tech. Boogie has been very sick for a long time, and whatever is going on is probably due to stress. Well, and his diet, I mean, look, I ain't the healthiest belle of the ball, but, that guy's struggled for a long time with his weight issues. I want my funeral to be streamed, and it takes 100 super chats and 500 likes to lower the casket. Well, no, because we'll just keep you up there and you can rot, man. Can you say that again? I need more sound clips for my donations. What do you mean, Rastov? Is that the Rastov? What do you want me to say? Hello, mate, Rastov, you Kiwi. Is that he's a Kiwi? What am I supposed to say? Tech has the biggest bag I've ever seen. As soon as you got up from your chair, you got the redirect. Yeah, no, I had to go take the dog out, man. Well, thank you, Rastov. I appreciate that, buddy. Very, very kind and very, very generous and courteous and all those good things. Okay, so I don't know, though. I don't know. Oh, yes, Rastov is the best host in the LCU. Whenever Rastov is over there, all the other hosts get put. In fact, they stop and they take out notebooks and they just start taking notes about whatever Rastov. He's giving a master class in how to host a live show, and he's just off to the races. And people are Xylee's writing shit down, and Billy's writing shit down. If Albert knew how to write, he'd write shit down. It's crazy. Jaffe, you recommend 40% discounted Silent Hill F? Yes, very much. I only played the demo of Stellar Blade, so I can't speak to that. But what I can absolutely speak to is Silent Hill F, easily the best single-player narrative game last year. One of easily the best games of last year. You might be right, critical thinking. I don't think anybody... if Boogie's faking it. Now, let me ask you this, Rastov, because I'm hearing from Tech that he's hearing from actual Lolcow Universe people that in a private chat that, he's actually in the hospital and it's the real deal. But, Boogie, this is probably bullshit. And frankly, it's probably bullshit. And it's I call bullshit. I call bullshit. That's what I would say. Okay. You didn't play Death Stranding 2. I didn't want to play Death Stranding 2. Now, this is what we call in the business folks dead air. Yeah, he cries wolf all the time, Rastov, no doubt. Okay, I'm going to put a link up if anybody wants to come in and chat live, because I want to talk to somebody. I need to talk to somebody about what is happening in Minnesota. Because look, there's some bad shit going down in America. I almost thought about moving to Greenland today. I really did. Then I realized it was incredibly cost prohibitive to live there, but that's okay. Here it is, Collab Cam. Okay. Here is the link if you want to join us and come on the stream. I'm putting it right there. paste. All right, so I'll pin it to the top. And we're off to the races if you want to come in. Camera or not. Don't go to Greenland. They have meteors. Yeah, that might be true. Any hospital pictures with him inside, preferably on a hospital bed? Yeah, I don't know. And Space Girl says we can't trust anything that happens in the LCU. Right. I mean, you can't. You know, but I don't know. Might be real. Probably not, though. Jaffe, one last game. Do you recommend the latest Astrobot? Yeah. I think if you're into games like that, it's really, really good. Hello from Canada. Good to see you, Nigel. The problem in Minnesota, says Clinton, is that you've got corrupt Tim Walz as the governor with one foot out the door, and he's burning down the state over the ICE incident. Well, why? We all saw what happened on camera. That's got nothing to do with Tim Walz. I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that, pal. Juicy Booch, a member for 2 months of the Diet Coke Commandos. Thank you, buddy. We appreciate that. Here's what they say. Cat and dogs are cool. They are. They are absolutely. Jaffe, at what point do American citizens activate the Second Amendment? The Second Amendment is always activated. It's what do you mean, activate it? What does that mean? The Second Amendment is forever activated as long as it isn't amended out of the Constitution or out of the amendments anyway. But I didn't particularly love that game, though, because I was just like, you know, I thought it had weird difficulty spikes, and I thought it was insanely cute and really kind of fun in some ways, but I didn't think it was a great, you know, I didn't enjoy it as much as I think a lot of other people did. Juicy Booch, you crazy kid. Thank you so much for that super chat, Juicy Booch. You know we love you here. Thank you, pal. And then, of course, JSD, Moneybags McGee coming in hot with 5. Let me say that again. 5 goddamn gifted memberships. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. That is very generous and very, very kind. All right, here we go. We should have Matt, can you hear me? Matt should be in here. Let's see. Hang on. Hang on, Matty. Matty Mayor McCheese. Hang on, Matt. Collab cam should be there. All right. Matt. Collab guest. Collab cam. Unassigned. Where are you, bud? All right, well, it says you're on, so let me see. Settings. Hang on. Okay. All right, there we go, Matt. I can see something of you. I see your head, or are you there? Hey, she was murdered, says Durant, and 2 people were shot in Portland by Border Patrol today. I did see that. Thank you, Durant, very, very much. And thank you, JSD, very, very much. We really appreciate that. Matt, I'm having a hard time getting you in, pal. Can I send you a signed copy of Twisted Metal? What I would say to that is if you organize it through tech and he wants to run all the interference, I'm happy to do it. But I have scorching ADD, and it is very, very hard for me to promise those things to people. So if he wants to organize it, I'm happy to do it. But I can't do it if I'm the one who has to go down to the UPS store and all that stuff. Divorced, yeah, I don't. So what? That's what really pissed me off about it, by the way, was if you look at this story about what's happening in Minnesota. Look at this little asshole. Like, what does this matter? Let me show you this real quick. These people have no shame. They're pieces of shit. They're pieces of poop. And I just hate them. Listen to this little cocksucking motherfucker. Listen to this guy.
The woman who lost her life was a self-proclaimed poet from Colorado with pronouns in her bio. a 37-year-old white woman
So?
named Renee Good. The Daily Mail says she leaves behind a lesbian partner and a child from a previous marriage.
I mean, doesn't that tell you all you need to know? Right? It's one thing to feel, and it's not even much of a thing to feel, but it's one thing to feel that the woman was in the wrong, which I don't think anybody, most rational people, think she was. But how is this not grounds for people saying we're not going to watch you anymore? Right? What does it matter if she was a lesbian and had pronouns in her bio? You fucking I mean, here's what I'd really like to know from you guys. Here's what I'd really like to know from you guys. I don't care. I'm not going to sit here and bitch about Fox News, right? No one would be shocked as it relates to what I think about Fox News. Okay. Here's my question. What do you think is happening in this man's head? Like, do you think he just looks at other people and doesn't see them as humans? And he's like, look, man, the world is, life is short, and all the stuff we're raised to think about morality is bullshit. And I don't really care. And I'm just going to do what I can to get mine. Right? Because who goes on camera and says, you know what, I think I want to read these lines, right? Like, what do you think he, like, do you think he cares? Do you think he cares about the fact that he has to know what he's doing? Well, if she's from the left, it's irrelevant to this story. But even if she is from the left, then okay, then say she's from the left. But it's ridiculous. He doesn't care, says Robert, but neither do the people on CNN. I know. I'm not trying to say, oh, they're bad and everyone else is good. I'm saying because we have this thing here, I'll give you another one that I'm curious about. You tell me this. Look at this woman today. This woman was standing in front of these ICE agents, and here's what I'll just play you a very quick clip of this. Look at this fucking thing real quick.
Murdering a mother of a 6-year-old child, you're in the wrong place in your soul. God help you. God help you. Every one of us has to look at what the choices we make in this world. We have to look at the decisions we make. No amount of money is worth what happened. No amount of money is worth taking fathers away from their families so they can't work. No amount of money is worth it. It's walk away. You can walk away. You don't have to do this.
So can you, man.
You really don't have to do this. You don't have to do it. Everybody has to follow their own conscience.
So what do you think, whatever you think of this woman, what do you think? Does this get through to any of them? Like, don't they know? Whatever you think about, and again, I don't want to both sides it. I think it's pretty clear that woman in Minnesota should not be dead based on watching the video. But regardless of that, don't they know what they're doing is wrong? Don't they know what they're doing is cruel and harmful and soulless? Like, there's not much difference between these guys and that guy on Fox, that Jesse guy. It's like, are they NPCs, Malachi? I know it's a big world, but I'm fascinated by this. Like, what is it that makes these guys get up in the morning and go, no, I'm going to keep, I know Croduck says it's a job like selling insurance. But there's lots of jobs that you can do that are, not horrible. Mike says no respect for life. It's not like she was charging the officers at 90 miles an hour. She was parked and took off, which wasn't the right move, but she shouldn't be dead and shot over it. It's wrong. Yeah. Oddly says they don't think it's bad. That's the danger of nationalism. They believe they are correct and just. Yeah, it could be. It doesn't matter if it's cruel, says Robert. This is how the world works. I know, but I'm asking you why. So are you saying there are conditions where you would be one of these ICE agents? Like, I understand you might be an ICE agent if you're like, look, I need the signing bonus. My kid's sick. Okay, fine. But when this woman says this to you, I imagine you could at least acknowledge her and talk to her or something. They're not even officers. No, they don't get the same level of training. No, ICE is a fucking national embarrassment. Let me get these super chats, which are very generous. Thank you so much for those, and I'll come back to this topic. So yes, Durant, thank you. And then Juicy Booch drops 15 goddamned memberships. Now that, my friends, is going into the paint. I don't know what that means. What does that even mean? It's a basketball term, but isn't the whole court painted? I don't know what it means. Juicy Booch has gone into the paint with 15 goddamn memberships. Juicy Booch, we love you. And you're goddamn right. Cats and dogs are the gift that keep on giving. Delightful, delightful. Thank you so much for that support, Juicy Booch. I really do appreciate it. Very kind, buddy. Thank you. ICE has been funded by... Oh, my God. Stop. Stop. He says ICE has been funded for years by Biden and Obama. Please get smarter. I love you, KP, but get smarter. I don't care. If Obama funded ICE and they were doing this, then he's a bad guy too. We're not even talking about Trump. But you guys, we are not MAGA. People on the left are not MAGA. If our guys do bad shit, we will call them out on being bad people. Biden did a terrible job with the borders to some extent. It's nuanced, but he certainly didn't achieve his goals there. And if that's what lost him the presidency, it should lose him the presidency. We are not a cult. We don't care if our bad guys break shit and break the law. Get them out of here. Just because Obama had ICE and Biden had ICE, they weren't doing this. And if they were and you could prove it, then they have a lot to answer for as well. I mean, why should that get a bad reaction from you? Because everybody has to make this tribal. This should not be tribal. This should not be us versus my side versus your side. Anyone in America should look at this and go, if this is the only way we can achieve our goals, then we're not as great as we thought we were. Just like if you're looking at Israel, Israel should defend themselves. But if the only way they can strike back over October 7th is to bomb the shit out of innocent people, then they should find another way. Okay? This is unacceptable, and it should be unacceptable no matter who you voted for, is what I would say. That's what I would fucking say. People should be angry at the propaganda that is turning people into the irrational robots, driving cars and getting in the way of people enforcing the law. Again, if this woman aimed her car at an ICE agent and she was not in any kind of danger and she wanted to hit him, I would agree. That is she should have been shot. But I don't think that's what she was doing. I think you can look at it and go, look, here's the deal. If I want to hit you with my car, I'm going to aim at you. If you're to my right, I'm going to turn my wheel to the right. When they shot her, she was turning away from the guy. I mean, how can you not see that? Do I think she probably shouldn't have fled? Sure, she probably shouldn't have fled, but they also probably, whatever. But she didn't deserve to die for it. What are you talking about? Juicy Booch is on fire tonight with his royal or her royal juicy boochness. Juicy Booch says, you know what? I'm not done yet. I thought I was done. And then I had my refractory period, and now I'm back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here without that look upon my face. Juicy Booch, my favorite kitty in the world. Thank you so much for that 10 gifted memberships, buddy. Thank you, bud. You don't think, but you weren't there. No, I wasn't there. I was not there. But you know what? ICE has been doing this shit for a while now. They are out of control. They are arresting people that shouldn't be arrested. Apparently, the conditions in the holding pens where they have these people, like 15 people have died. They are not well trained. They are thugs. They are bullies. They are trolls, and they are bad. And in that, if the shoe fits, the shoe fucking fits. And also, this does seem pretty evident. But hey, here's what I'll tell you. If you had both sides going, you know what? If Donald Trump stood up there not 5 minutes after this happened and said, you know what? This is what he should have said. He should have said, look, I know this looks really bad. And I know a lot of the country has a problem with how I'm doing things when it comes to immigration. But a woman is dead. We don't understand everything that happened yet. We're going to look at the evidence. We're going to do a thorough investigation, and then I will make a statement. For now, our hearts go out to everybody who was hurt, or what. That's what a president does. But I'm sorry, when you have him and his vice president and that fucking lady in the cowboy hat acting the way they do, you can forgive many Americans for going, okay, this is apparently, you know, we're not dealing with rational people. And so, sorry, you don't get to ask us to be rational in return. I just don't understand people like this. I mean, is this America? Do you like this? Do you want this for your country? This is insane. I mean, is this what you wanted? Is this what you voted for? Do you like this? And ask yourself if it turns out that he does get impeached or he gets thrown, the Democrats get control of Congress. Do you want the shoe to be on the other foot? And do you want the left to act like this? Is this sustainable? Is this fun for you? You want to have kids and raise them in this fucking environment? Brandon, this is what you voted for? Well, then no offense, Brandon, but you're an asshole. If this is what you wanted, then you're a fucking asshole, dude. I'm sorry, but it tracks. Why the fuck would you vote for this? Are you mad, buddy? I don't get it. I just don't fucking get people like this. These are not good people, man. The left just throws the other side in jail for wrong think. No, they don't. Provide me evidence that anyone in America has been put in jail for wrong think. Provide me evidence that we have any hate speech laws in this country. And if you do, I will fight against them because that's not American. But I don't think they exist because I would have heard about them. There are some people on the left that are assholes that think they should tell other people how to think. But that's not the majority of Americans. People voted to learn the hard way. Wait till it hits your neighborhood, your doorstep. Yeah, I imagine so. A lot of people were wronged by Biden's open border policy, and now the shoe's on the other foot. Who? Were you wronged by Biden's open border policy? First off, it wasn't an open border policy, but it was not the best policy. Okay, he fucked up. He fucked up. He failed in that regard. Okay. You guys got him thrown out of office. That's how it's supposed to work. You're done. But if what you're saying is this is the only way to handle immigration in America, this is as good as we can come up with, the country that's supposed to be the greatest country on the fucking planet, the smart folks, the entrepreneurs, the rugged individualist and the best that we can come up with for immigration is not what Biden did, but this, well, then we're in trouble both ways, aren't we? Alex, thank you so much for the super chat. He says something suspicious about Renee Good. That's the woman who was hit. She went through killed. She went through a change in 2023 after her husband died. She moved to Minneapolis from Kansas and went into an LGBT relationship, even though she has 3 kids. She had 1 kid, and then she adopted 2, I think, with her partner who had them. I'd like to know more about her. What is suspicious about that? I don't know. It doesn't sound suspicious to me. I know a very prominent video game person that most of you would know who was into one romantic type of partner. They got a divorce, and now they're into another type of romantic partner. And she moved from her home to a different home. Is that suspicious? You know. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. But what's suspicious about that? That's just somebody living their life, and you know what? So because she turned into a lesbian or decided she was a lesbian, that means that she's the kind of person that probably needs to be shot or would do something that was shot. Leave her be. She was probably grieving and did the female midlife crisis thing where they became a lesbian. Says Ms. Yeah, maybe. Who gives a shit? I mean, again, isn't this America? Isn't this what we say we like? Aren't we supposed to be about freedom? And somebody needs to kind of figure out what this country's supposed to be. Because I was told that this was supposed to be about freedom, and this was supposed to be a country about getting to do what you wanted and being an individual. And now a lot of you guys are like, well, I don't know. She got them pronouns in her bio, folks. Okay, Sync. You don't have to announce it, pal. He says, I'll be back when it's gaming time. I don't know when it's going to be gaming time. Can we fucking talk about some important things from time to time? Turn your mind on. Maybe the reason this makes you uncomfortable and you don't want to hear politics is the trouble we're in. Matt says, let people live their lives without shooting them. I agree. KP says, Jaffe, yes, there have always been human right abuses here in America. Absolutely. America was built on human right violations. But does that mean just because we've had them, there was polio for a while. We mostly got rid of that. They lied. It took 100 years to end slavery, and civil rights are still fought for today. Oh, I agree with that. I don't know, Jaffe. She does seem pretty... Shut up, Addie Pie, you fucking moron. What's suspicious about her? Nothing. Protesting... I don't know what... God, you... Zeke says, protesting ICE is fine. Why was she doing it in a car? Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? If she was literally trying to kill someone with her car, that's all that matters. Maybe she was done protesting and she was going home. I've been to protests. And am I not allowed to get in my car and drive away from them? Do I have to move in and live there? Frank Lass says, thank you for the super chat. Democrat-run cities and states refuse to work with ICE. I feel like that's a reason things don't look orderly. I'm going to need you to provide evidence to that statement. What does that mean? Refuse to work with ICE? Look, we hate ICE for the most part in California, but they're not here. They're in California. What do you mean refuse to work with? If the cops say stop and you floor it, that's an issue. First off, that may very well be an issue. They're not really cops, but let's assume for the sake of argument, the shoe fits in this case. Okay, fine. So she shouldn't have run. You don't shoot someone because they're running. Just because she, so if the cops say, stop in the name of the law, why would they say that? Stop in the name of the law. And then she goes and runs, you should shoot her? And I'll tell you something else. I'm sure you guys saw it. The Ron DeSantis, Republican governor of Florida today, or they were playing this clip today where he was talking about if somebody surrounds your car, you have a right to defend yourself and get the fuck out of there. And if they're trying to pull you out of their car. But obviously he wasn't talking about today. He was talking about something that happened to a Republican about 4 months ago. So, you know. And again, ICE expansion, you guys keep being confused. You guys say, oh, the Democrats paid for ICE. The Democrats voted for ICE. You make this assumption that ICE, as you know, do we need immigration enforcement agencies? Sure. I think so. I think so. But ICE, this ICE ain't that ICE. Okay? They weren't behaving this way before. Right. He was talking about Antifa surrounding people, says Zeke. Right. So that's okay. Give me a break. A vehicle, you're just saying things, Brad. You don't even know what you're talking about. He says a vehicle is considered a deadly weapon. Also, I'm sure you saw this, or clearly you didn't. Cops have been trained. There have been a number of killings of civilians then when cops have shot into the window because they said they feared for their life. And that has caused different training to go in to police training where they're like, look, the vast majority of times when we cops, meaning shoot into cars, it's not acceptable. And we end up killing more people than we need to. And they've retrained cops in that way. If these guys were better trained and they actually thought that the car was going to hit them, there are different ways to deal with that. If you're actually a good cop, if you think about this for a minute, all you guys out there watching this and saying that you just want law enforcement, right? Okay. And she was breaking the law or whatever. Let's assume all that's right. Well, what the fuck? Why don't you demand then, if these guys are so important to your vision for America, that they get better training? They're not trained very well. Cops don't get $50,000, $100,000 signing bonuses. They are throwing bodies at this problem. If you really cared about law enforcement in America and you cared about this issue, and this wasn't political to you and this wasn't tribal to you, you could still support ICE and the expansion of ICE, but you would demand higher quality people and higher quality training. But you don't, because it's not really about that for you. They don't care about de-escalating. All they care about is being the bullies they've been their whole fucking life. And it's bullshit. Here's what's not bullshit, though. What we can all agree on is we have a very generous audience here at Gabbin and Games, or wherever the fuck this channel's called. Thank you so much. Let me go over here so I can see it and give it the absolutely. Now I'm having a stroke with Boogie. Absolute respect it deserves. Listen to this. Listen to this. JSD, 22 months, Calypso's Colt. Thank you, buddy, for that support. Hiya, Chad. Have a good one. Thank you, sir. And then he steps up to the bar and he pulls up his pantyhose and pulls out 10 Jaffe gifted memberships. Thank you, buddy. That is incredibly generous. Thank you, JSD. Wherever you're out there tonight, living your life, fighting the good fight, thank you for always being a big supporter of this show. It means a great, great deal. Thank you, sir. What is it, Ace? I'm doing a show, baby. I'm doing a show. Come on now. Come on now. You want outside? I'll be right back. I'm not going anywhere. I just got to open the door. Hang on. There you go. Go, go, go. Okay, hang on. So many of these protesters will do what they can to get their moments of fame with the message. Look, man, I'm not saying that that's entirely wrong, but again, you're a cop. You are a cop that should be trained in Ace. I'm losing my patience. Out. I love you, baby, but you got to stop, man. I'm not going to give you this attention 24/7. Look. Hello, Courage. Good God, these dogs became really needy. Which is fine because I love them. But okay, fine. So let's say you are called to a protest and every single one of the protesters are a bunch of whiny Karens that want their 15 minutes of fame. You're a cop. You carry a gun. You have a badge. You have authority over your fellow citizens. If you're not trained well enough to deal with trolls, then you shouldn't be in that job. That's why I think a lot of you guys, it's political, tribal, and performative on your part. If you really were all about back in the blue and the boys in blue, then what you would do is you would demand better policing. You would demand better training. You would demand the insistence on de-escalation. You would demand third-party internal affairs that get the rotten cops and the racist cops and the cops on gangs and all that shit out of there. But you don't do that. So it makes you look, and I'm not saying it's true, I'm saying it makes you look like a bunch of Gestapo supporters. You just want to be in with the guys who you feel will protect you. And you don't care what freedoms or what rights you have to give up to feel safe. And you don't get to call yourself a true American if that's how you live your life. Because America is, it's not about acquiescing to power. It's about fairness, or it should be, and freedom, and people having their individual rights not trampled on. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm goddamn saying. Listen to this for a moment, though. This is important. Mike, with the big bad super chat coming in hot, he says, Jaffe, look, the dude's reaction on ice was to pull out his gun and shoot her in the face. It wasn't to get out of the way and pull her over later. The snap reaction was to kill her. That's fucked up. I agree. A good cop would be like, you know what? This bitch is crazy. She's been protesting all day, yelling, getting in our face. This motherfucker is crazy. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to step back. I'm going to shoot her tires out before she gets going too fast. Or we're going to get in our car and we're going to chase her down. I'm not going to shoot 3 times into the window because she's going 2 miles an hour turning away from me. You're absolutely right, Michael. You're absolutely right. I'm comparing them. Mr. K says I get minor Gestapo PTSD from some ICE videos. I'm not comparing the two at all, but something in my he brain tingles. I am comparing them. I'm fucking comparing them. You goddamn right. Just like anyone, Jaffe, it's the few bad apples that make the overall look of the demographic. Well, fix it. Fucking fix it. Demand it get fixed. Demand, like I said, Ace, out. I love you, but you gotta go. I love you with all my heart, buddy. I'm here for you. I can't. Good God, this dog. Do dogs get needier as they get old? I've never experienced that before. All this ice shit is going to go on now wasn't even fathomable 1 to 2 years ago. It's over the top and ridiculous. Yeah, it's over the top. And then we're flying into countries and stealing. And I'm not saying the guy in Venezuela was a good dude. But, shit's going down. This is not the America you were promised. This is not the America you voted for. Donald Trump is a dangerous president no matter what side of the aisle you're on. And you should demand him and his administration get thrown out on their asses. You can put a Republican in there. I don't care if you like fiscal responsibility and all that shit they like. Put Mike Pence in there. I don't care. But this guy's dangerous, and you have to know it. Jaffe still thinks that there are people in power who actually know what's going on, says Nugget. I learned as a teenager, my parents don't know shit, or adults in general. What? It's got nothing to do with anything we're talking about. Baby, it's got nothing to do with anything we're talking about, baby. I am going to second guess a cop's decision, says Zeke, which was made in a split second from my office chair. Again, a cop should have training. A cop should be trained to be... I mean, what you're saying is basically that anything they do, there should be no oversight. You understand the military is controlled by the citizens. That's how it's set up, right? You understand that they answer to us. The president works for us. That's how it's set up. We have a right to judge their behavior because that's how the process is set the fuck up. The fact that you don't know that and you don't demand that is terribly troubling. These people are thugs. They are fucking thugs. I Am Error says this is not a game anymore. We're actively in danger. It's a matter of ideological differences when we have Gestapo in the streets ready to kill us if we step out of line. Yep, 100%. What liberal crap, Brandon, has to stop? What liberal crap has to stop? Protesting? You mean First Amendment rights? What has to stop? I'm not entirely sure. America has lost a lot of their allies. Yeah, they have, Artemis. Crazy to see. Europe and NATO are starting to look at the U.S. as a threat. Yeah, because we are. We absolutely are. This is not the America most of us wanted to bring to the future. The thugs are the ones that are inciting what, young roach? They are out there protesting peacefully. If it turns out that somebody shoots someone or starts beating up someone or breaks the law, I don't have a problem if those people get arrested. That's how it's supposed to work. But inciting is just another word for breaking the law. Inciting is, there is no inciting. You either broke the law or you didn't break the law. That's it. There's no, oh, well, he was being mean to the ICE agent or he wasn't respectful to the ICE agent. Fuck that. There's nothing in the law that says you got to respect these dipshits. Maybe it looked like she was pulling out a gun. Maybe it did. Maybe it did. But let's put it this way. If this guy's not trained enough to de-escalate, he had 3 of his buddies with him. Okay? And all of their guns were drawn. And they shot her 3 times. She clearly was not aiming her car at him. But even if she was, why does the guy then walk away from the scene of the crime or the scene of the shooting and leave with the weapon he shot her with? You're defending these people and it's not defensible. Let's say what you're saying is true. Let's say, I mean, you know, whenever a cop fires his gun, just fires his gun, it's mounds and mounds and mounds of paperwork. When a cop fires his gun and hits someone, it's more. When a cop fires his gun and hits someone and kills them, it's a massive fucking deal. Okay? If this cop was just in his right mind and he genuinely felt threatened, he would have shot this person and then he would have been like, let's clear the scene. I'm not going to leave. This is not, this is an active investigation now because I want people to know what happened. We would have body cam footage. We wouldn't have the president coming out and the vice president and the head of Homeland Security within minutes going, he was innocent. There's a way, God forbid, if a cop kills someone and shoots someone and kills them, that there's a process. The fact that you guys aren't demanding the process so we can find out what went down is embarrassing, and it's broken, and it's dangerous. I just don't understand. You guys want to give all your rights away. Why? Are you that fucking scared? Are you that seriously, I'm asking you. I'm not fucking around. Are you that scared? Do you need that much protection in your life? Do you need to feel like you're going to be okay so much that you're willing to give away freedoms that we're supposed to give a shit about? Explain this to me. I genuinely want to know. I haven't done much research into the public response of ICE, says Ollie, but what do most of the police force think? Are they aligned with ICE? Well, not in Minnesota. Not in Minnesota, they're not. The cops are not a fan, although some people will say, oh, that's because the mayor doesn't like them, but the cops like them. I can't speak for the cops, but my understanding is a lot of cops wish they would get the fuck out of here. I have plenty of guns. I'm not scared of anybody but the police, says Matt. Yeah, they got the Trump penis down their throat, says Cyclown. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, no doubt, Mr. K. And Mr. K, I believe, was in the fucking military. He says the only thing that makes one stay cool and calm in chaos is excessive training, repetition, and experience ad nauseum. ICE guys don't have that. They'd be better off having special ops doing this. Right? That's you know what? The right's argument for supporting ICE, like I said earlier, would go down a lot easier if they were demanding quality work from these bozos, and they were demanding accountability, and they were demanding professionalism, and they were demanding training. Then you guys at least would be like, look, we don't agree with the liberals on most anything, and we want ICE doing the border policy and all that shit, but we want good people in there. That's what the right should be doing if you really want to convince us. Not that that's your job, but if you need to convince anyone else that you really are in this because you care about their mission, then why are you putting bozos in the roles? I could join ICE after everything I've said about them. It's so weird, says Raj, because most, not all, but most red states aren't having this issue with ICE. I wonder why. Gee, why do you think? First off, that's not true, but why do you think? Because Trump sends them. It's political, man. It's political. He's in. Why did ICE need to be in Minnesota to begin with? Again, don't get me wrong, Zeke. I don't want the military in the streets at all. I'd rather them be our local law enforcement. But I would much rather them be the military. I mean, these are the mall cops, guys. Don't you get it? If these guys could have been cops, they would have been cops. They're not good enough. They're the rejects from the police academy. Remember the movies back in the day, Police Academy? That's these guys, just less funny. And they weren't that funny to begin with, except the guy who made the crazy sounds with his voice. That was cool. But this is ridiculous that you guys are jumping to these. I mean, shame on you. ICE went to Minnesota because of Tim Walz and the Somalian corruption scandal. What are you talking about? Tim Walz, if he is guilty of being involved in the money stealing from the Minnesota daycare Somalia stuff, yeah, he should go to jail. But what the fuck do you need ICE there for? They weren't accusing them of sneaking over the border. They were accusing them of stealing money from childcare. Love a good mall cop. Paul Blart was a good movie. Never saw it, but I heard it was kind of fun. The military does not belong on U.S. streets. I agree, Emily Clark, but neither do these guys. You know, but again, if we have to choose, I would much rather have, you know, the military than these bozos. The military, you got to go through training, man. You got to fucking I mean, how long do these guys train? Seriously, somebody look it up. Tell me. Yeah, you can call in without your camera, I think. Click it. Tell me what happens. You don't have to turn your camera on. I think we'll just get your voice. There's a suspicion that a lot of the Somalians there might be in the country illegally. Cool, then go after them if that's what you need to do. Trump is trying to scare people by saying Somalians because too many people saw Black Hawk Down. Maybe. Yeah, ICE is bullshit. Abolish ICE, I agree. Let me see if you're calling in. 1 second. Call in. I'll see if it works. Anyway, man, I don't know what to tell you. I just... I think the thing that makes me... it's just how willing you guys are to... I mean, seriously, does it bother you? Like, you can be against illegal immigration. A lot of people, I mean, you know, a lot of people would like to make our immigration policy better. You can be super passionate about that. But this, how is this acceptable to you? Like, can't you want two different things? Do you have to have one for the other? Yes, I get it, Clinton. Oh my God, you're a fucking moron, dude. You're a fucking moron. He says, Tim Walz being the Democratic vice presidential candidate. I know who he is. Tim Walz being found corrupt and stealing from taxpayers. Do you support theft from taxpayers, Jaffe? What? The fuck does that have to do with anything? Of course I don't. Of course I don't, you fucking mental midget. All right, Durant, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Say something, Durant. Let's make sure people can hear you.
Something.
Can you guys hear Durant in the chat, fellas and Filettis? If so, Durant, what do you want to talk about?
The reason why these the comments just keep bringing up Tim Walz.
Okay, go.
So they are referring to the Nick Shirley video, fake journalist guy that talked about the fraud in the daycare stuff.
In the daycare system, right.
Right. So it's because that story broke out and that the Trump administration picked it up to sell the narrative that the Dems are evil or corrupt and stuff, that Trump's ago, like 2 days ago. So the fact that the lady got shot yesterday is
wait. I need you to start. I need you to start that again. I had to fix your echo. You were saying they're complaining about Tim Walz because the Nick Shirley daycare Somalia thing, and pick up from there.
So the Trump administration picked up on the Nick Shirley propaganda bullshit and used that as an excuse to surge ICE agents into Minneapolis the day before yesterday. So her death is in part because of the surge in ICE agents.
Well, okay, sure.
That's what the left thinks.
I mean, well, I don't think her death is. I mean, in end of the day, what if the people in Minnesota or the powers that be were corrupt when it came to the money for Somalian daycare? Then 100% those people broke the law and they need to be held accountable. And if for whatever reason ICE doubled down on bringing more ICE agents into that environment, that's fine too. I don't like ICE at all, but what does ICE have to do, or what does Tim Walz and that issue have to do with the fact this woman got shot in the face?
Just for the fact that the propaganda video from Nick Shirley is only propaganda, that there is no evidence behind it, but Republicans
I thought there was.
MAGA,
So you're saying we don't have any evidence that the whole thing is true?
Not the points and the places that he specifically calls out.
Okay, but okay. So let's assume though you're wrong. I mean, I assume you're right, but let's assume for the moment that even if that wasn't the case, if Nick Shirley's video was 100% quality journalism and it was all accurate, and let's assume that caused Trump to send ICE in. Okay, what's that have to do with this woman who died?
That part I don't know.
Right.
I'm not really disputing that part.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, okay, I mean, I Tim Walz, if Tim Walz is a bad guy who facilitated breaking the law, then, we all agree, red and blue, get rid of him. The right seems to act like the blue's like, nuh-uh. It's like, you guys don't understand on the right. You guys do that with your people. You'll defend Trump if it turns out he's a felon. And we know that because we've seen you do it. You'll defend Trump if it's probable he's a pedophile. And we know that because we've seen you do it. If Clinton diddled kids or if Walt stole money from taxpayers, throw their fucking asses in jail. We are not cut from the same cloth as you guys. That's what I would say. And it drives me batshit that they think it's an either or. It's not. We want our bad guys to not be in our team anymore. Put them in jail. That's what I say, Durantix.
Yeah, I agree too. The problem I see with this is like becoming a George Floyd moment is the fact that the Trump administration already came out to defend the agent, right?
Yeah.
So it shows the public that they're not going to press charges, right?
Yeah.
Or even investigate properly. to the point that it's sort of like breaking the social contract between the public and the government to say, okay.
Oh, yeah. No,
is
the fact
point?
that the government came out, like I said earlier, Trump should have come out if the man was a decent person and a good president and said, hey, this is terrible. We don't really have all the details yet. Please let calmer heads prevail. We are going to get back to you. We're going to do a thorough investigation. But instead, within minutes, she was bad. She was radical. She was evil. He was defending his life. He's a hero. And I'm like, dude, what is wrong with you? And what is wrong with the supporters of this jackass? It's like, my God, man, you're the president. Even if you voted for him and you love Trump, you like that he does that? You like that he stands up there without having any information? Or J.D. Vance stands up there without any information? I mean, what is the matter with you guys? Are you just stupid? Do you want to see America wiped off the map by internal strife? Because that's what's going to happen. How do you support this guy? You can be a Republican. You can be conservatively fiscal. You can be anti all kinds of woke ideas without being a goddamn asshole. That's what I would say. That's what I would say.
With their misdirected anger towards the left, they could easily focus that criticism on the president himself, who they should demand better of, sort of like the whole no new wars kind of bullshit that he claimed. And then as well as the idea of, oh shit, I lost my thought. But
That's
anyways,
okay, baby. I got it. All right, Durant, thanks for calling, buddy. We appreciate it.
Yep.
All right, see you, Dad. I mean, hey, man, I agree. I think it's crazy. Let's see if we can get Matt in here. I don't know if we can make this work, but we will give it a shot. Matt, can you hear me? Try one more thing real quick. Yeah, the Matt thing ain't working so good. Matt, are you there?
Yo, Jaffe.
There we go. What's up, buddy? What do you want to talk about?
We could continue talking about this, or we could maybe
No, go. You just got to talk a little louder. You're real quiet.
Yeah. I mean, anybody's natural reaction when somebody points a gun at you is
you're too quiet, baby. You gotta talk louder.
How about this?
Good.
Okay. Anytime somebody points a gun at you, your natural reaction is going to be to flinch or, like turn away. And I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what she was doing with the car. Is like the dude pointed the gun at her. She's like, "Oh, I need to get the fuck out of here."
Yeah.
And then you just shot her in the fucking face.
I saw. He's terrible. Terribly trained cop. Terribly trained ICE agent. Hopefully he'll spend the rest of his life in jail when all is said and done.
For ICE. I mean, there's ICE recruitment ads all over TV, and especially if you watch football or anything like that, they're all over the place, and they're taking anybody. They don't give a fuck.
Right. I mean, these people,
sociopaths.
They're taking anybody. And again, if these people who are running the show, the Christy Noems of the world, were responsible adults and not a bunch of fucking hacks, they would say, hey, we have a PR problem. We need Americans to feel that ICE is there for all Americans, including maybe even the illegal immigrants or the ones who are here illegally. And they're like, look, we don't hate you. We don't want to tear apart families. Let us show you the way to do it. We're going to have to deport you, but we're going to do it in a way that is humane and kind and American. That's the way you do it. Instead, this is ridiculous. And I beg you guys on the right, please wake up. You can have your demands for a certain kind of country, but how we get there is incredibly important. It's easy to take all the criminals off the street if you bring the Nazis in to patrol the streets, but do you really want the Nazis patrolling the streets? I can't understand these people. And maybe I never will. Maybe it's just one of those things where my brain works different than theirs, and you might as well just bang your head against the wall because you're never gonna see eye to eye with them. They have different values. I don't know what they are, but they ain't my values. I don't know if I lost you. All right, buddy. Well, thank you for calling. I appreciate it. I think I scared him. I'm kidding, but anyway. You can say, come on, Jaffe, they're not Nazis. Okay. So if they're not Nazis, why do they have to be this way? Why can't they sit there and go, you know what? This woman is not a threat. We're not going to kill her. we are going to be good stewards of the law, and we are going to find a way to stop her. And if she's broken the law, we'll deal with that. But I'm not jumping to conclusions. I'm watching. You're saying it's straight to a radical stance. I'm watching their behavior, man. I'm watching them behave this way. What am I missing where you're saying I'm jumping to conclusions? I don't think she was in the wrong. But I mean, if she tried to flee, probably she shouldn't have fled. She didn't floor it. And again, even if she did run, this is the problem, Clinton. I'm sorry, I've said this to you 100 times. This is the problem. The cops are trained. This is why you have 3-hour chases on freeways. Okay? Because they don't just shoot first and ask questions later. They're like, look, we have to stop this guy, but we have to be careful. He's going through a civilian environment. And we also don't shoot to kill. We shoot to stop unless our lives are in immediate danger. His life was not in immediate danger. If he was well trained, he would have known that. Plus, it wasn't like she was going Matt says she was going like a mile an hour. She wasn't flooring anything. You guys should demand better. God forbid Trump is still in office in a year. Hopefully he gets his ass thrown out as he should. It doesn't matter, Brandon, you coward. You're a fucking coward, and I hope you're not American because you don't deserve to call yourself an American. When you comply, you stay alive 100% of the time. Your body may stay alive, but your soul certainly doesn't, you fucking bootlicker. So what you're saying is anybody in power over you, you just do what they say so you don't get hurt at any cost. What a child. What a fucking child you are. You goddamn right, machine. Jesus, take every wheel we got. Hell, I'll believe in Jesus if that comes to pass, if he could do it. Listen to this. One pump says if she used the car as a weapon, you can argue it's self-defense because she feared for her life. They threatened her and tried opening the door. I mean, yeah, then you get into sort of legal thing of the super chat. You then get into kind of legal issues about what constitutes excessive force and what, this, that, and the other. And that's fine. But even that, let's put it this way. People have been poring over the tape. What you should demand, if it's clearly that much of a, we need to really study this, then you should demand the president and J.D. Vance and Noam don't come out and basically say guilty and innocent before anyone. I mean, maybe this is a relatively complicated case. When you guys are sitting there, her arm was sort of stuck on the window. He was at this angle. This brake light was on, but this one wasn't. Okay, well, that sounds like a relatively deep thing that a lot of people in the know are going to need, who understand the law, who are going to need to look at that and make some decisions. But you don't have any problem with Trump going up there and saying, oh, she was horrible. She was an extremist, and he was a hero. What's the matter with you? That's why it shows that you're not really serious about it. You just want to be on the side that you think is right, and you don't really care about the facts, and shame on you for that. Nobody should die, says Brandon. ICE agents should be trained more. The women would still be alive if she just complied. Maybe. But... So what you're saying, though, is the cops, you don't demand the ICE agents should be trained well enough that if someone doesn't comply, and a lot of people won't, because, this is kind of unprecedented, that, you're going to get killed. I don't agree. I appreciate your money, but I don't agree with your opinion. JSD, thank you, buddy. How much for an Evil Dead 2 watch party? Evil Dead 2. Now, I've seen the first one. I don't think I've ever seen Evil Dead 2. $250 and we'll do it tonight. $200 we'll do it this weekend with dope. With dope! Jaffe, but thank you for that, JSD. We appreciate it. Jaffe, have you ever been pulled over by police? Just once. You remember how scared you were? She was. Of course, it was a woman, Jojo D. But what I would say is I've been pulled over once or twice, I think, and it was fine. You know, I don't mind being on the, well, you don't want to be on the side you think is wrong. I'm sorry. What I mean is you want to be on the winning side regardless is what I'm saying. That's a real problem. That's a real fucking problem to me. You should force yourself to be on the side that genuinely you feel is aligned with your morality. Only Evil Dead I've ever seen is I haven't seen Army of Darkness either. I've only seen the first Evil Dead twice. What did he say to Linda? Shut up, Linda. I love that movie. It was great. I've never shot at a cop before. No, as far as I know. But no, I've not seen it, Mr. K. Tell that to the Jews during World War II. If you just complied, nothing bad will happen, says Matt. Right. I mean, it's the dumbest fucking thing. I mean, and it goes up and down the line, and it goes left and right to the annals of history. Go back to high school. Well, if you just give the bully your lunch money, you wouldn't get the shit beaten out of you. Can you imagine that, coming home with the bloody nose and a black eye? What happened? Tommy Wiseass said if I didn't give him my lunch money, he'd beat the shit out of me. Well, what happened? Well, I told him no, it was my lunch money. Well, Jesus, kid, if you just would have done what the bully told you, you wouldn't have gotten beaten up, you stupid kid. That's basically your argument. That's your fucking argument. JSD says, tell this to the Jews. Groovy. I get the reference, the groovy reference. Unless Ash was in Schindler's List, though, I don't get the Jewish reference. But that said, you know we love you, JSD. Thank you so much for the super chat and the support. You know who's really to blame? The goddamn old Xbox and Game Pass. I love Game Pass. I'll fucking fight for that. I'll run you over with my car to support Game Pass. So cops are bullies now. Some of them. You goddamn right. You goddamn right. Some of them are fucking bullies. Sorry. And they should be removed from the force and called out for what they fucking are. How is this hard? Holy shit. Look at the money. Look at the money coming in from Moneybags McGee here. JSD. JSD, that's a lot of money, baby. That's a lot. Matt Booty was a shooter. Moneybags McGee, JSD, coming down, sit on my knee. Let's you and me look at our pee-pees. Listen, seriously, JSD, that is staggeringly generous. Thank you, sir. $200. Thank you, sir. So listen, here's the deal. It was $250 to watch it tonight, but it's $200 to watch it this weekend with dope. So I'm assuming, JSD, that's what you want because you're the big spender. Do we want to do it Saturday or Sunday? Let me know. But I am all in, JSD. Did I say it's $200 for tonight or $250? No, it's $250 for, what did I say? You tell me, JSD. I don't even remember. Tell me what I said. The best is he is not going to, I am going to do a watch party. Fuck you, One Pump Man, you whore. Absolutely. Evil Dead 2, I got that. I know that's what we're watching. What I don't know is, did he want to do it tonight or did he want to do it on Saturday or Sunday with dope? I don't remember the deal I made. All right, chat. One, if we want to do it tonight without dope. Let me put a poll up because I'll forget. Here we go. Hang on. Well, thank you, JSD, though. Seriously, buddy, what do you do for a living? I'm a hitman. Oh, okay. I don't know what he does for a living. Fuck you. It's none of your business. I know. But that's a lot of money, man. It's a lot of goddamn money. Evil Dead 2, the Netflix one? No, it's the Sam Raimi one, man. It's not a series. I mean, there's a remake, I believe. I I don't know, Anna G. We'll see about Paul Blart. All right, here comes the poll. Evil Dead 2 watch party. Weekend with dope. Tonight, no dope. Start poll now. Okay, it's up at the moment. Okay, JSD is Jim Ryan. You goddamn right. How much to make it a double feature with Dogma or Toxic Avenger? The new Toxic Avenger, another $200 will make it a double feature, but that will have to be on the weekend because I got to get dope for that. But Weekend with Dope is leading 53. Now it's 50-50. We'll let it roll for a little bit. But if you're saying the new Toxic Avenger, then I would say yes. Let's do it. It has to be on the weekend. I can't do a double feature tonight. You don't like Doped Up Jaffe when I'm streaming, but you like Doped Up Jaffe when I'm watching horror. It's the best. No, it's not members only. No. Super chat stuff, I don't want to apply to members only. That doesn't seem fair. So right now we're going into the Weekend with Dope. If you want to watch the new one, it'll be $200. It looks like we're going to do it on the weekend though. But I will get some primo dope called, it's the cake dope. It knocks me for a loop. Personally, I don't find the high streams fun to watch. Again, I don't disagree with you. I think the high streams are terrible to watch if I'm streaming like this. But watching a horror film in the Discord when I'm high, I mean, you're watching the movie and we're chatting like idiots. So it's not really a show. The show is the movie. I'm not quiet in my head. Horror movies terrify me when I'm high, man. Wait a minute, though. What is happening with Boogie? Is there news on Boogie? I mean, I know he was at the hospital, but nothing has happened, has it? Please tell me nothing's happened to Boogie, other than his usual shenanigans and bullshit. I would really hope not. Yeah, I'd love to give you a Boogie update. I don't have one. Hang on. I'm trying to see if there's anywhere I can go to acquire one, but I don't know. I don't know how to find a Boogie update. So I'll shout to Tech and see if he knows in a second. I keep seeing jokes. Let me go ask Tech. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Yeah, pot and popcorn dope is it's a pot and popcorn. It's not just streaming. I won't do that for much more. I know they're not really fun. Hey, Tech? Yeah, do we know anything on Boogie? No update. Okay. Damn, we really don't know. We haven't heard. Okay. All right, so we're going to call it. It's going to be this weekend. Now I'm going to put up a poll and ask you if you want it to be Saturday or Sunday. And you guys tell me. Yes, save the White says save it for when you smoke Boogie. Yeah. Start a poll. All right, so it's going to be a weekend. 57%, absolutely. And then I don't know if we're doing a double feature or not. That totally depends on, I guess, Rock or Matt. But for now, here's a poll if it's Saturday or Sunday. All right, there you go. Yeah, look, I mean, that guy, you know, you know, I mean, he's made his bed for sure, but hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he's okay. JSD is pretty generous, just putting it up to the chat. If I paid that money, I would pick my own shit. Well, I asked him. He said, whatever people want, man. Mr. Jaffe, Mr. YT wants you to read his message about looking for a girl. Is it a super chat or how do I find it? Oh, is that right, Wayne? Peanut doesn't live stream on Sunday? Well, maybe we're safe for Sunday then. Yeah, thank you, JSD, for sure. Anyone who doesn't like the stream is a lesbian, says, yeah, hey, man, whatever. I don't know why we can't get more likes on these streams. Well, maybe because they suck, Jaffe. Oh, okay, that makes sense. All right, let me see. I wanted to show you something else. If I can find it, let me see. 1 second. Let's see. Let's go over. I do want to check on Boogie real quick, though, and see what's happening. All right. Well, who's got locale right now? What are they doing? I don't know what their schedule is. I don't watch that filth. And make no mistake, that's what it is. Filth. Okay, so yeah, they're not talking about Boogie, so he's probably just he's probably fine. He's probably fine. Okay, no worries then. That's good. That's good to know. All right. All right. Like so right now, trying to get to the poll. 1 second. Are we sure Boogie wasn't in Missouri? You goddamn right. You goddamn right. Right now, it looks like Saturday is going to win. Rocker Matt, are you going to pony up for what movie did he want? What did Rocker Matt want? He said how much to get. We're doing Evil Dead 2, and then what was the movie he wanted to watch? I forget. But we'll call it. Shit, man. What was the movie? I'm losing my mind. God, I hope I'm not going senile. The fuck was that he wanted to watch? Rocker Matt said, what the fuck? Oh my God, I'm losing my fucking Toxic Avenger. Yes. All right, Toxic Avenger. We'll do a double feature this weekend. If we make our way to 200 more bucks, but we'll see. Okay, so we'll do, right now the winner is Saturday. So it's going to be Saturday for Evil Dead 2. Maybe we'll keep the goal rolling into tomorrow for Toxic Avenger. And I may, what time is it here in California? It's 7:30 here. I got to go get some dinner. I'm going to ignore Machine. What, did Machine say something? I'm not ignoring anybody. I probably just didn't see it. Lloyd Kaufman's great. He actually follows me on the goddamn... Emily, you don't want to watch Toxic Avenger, the new one, with what's the guy's name? Game of Thrones dude? There's Tech Protect. What the fuck? What's his name? The little dude, the guy. Oh, you're an angry elf. What's that guy's name? You feeling good, little man, big man? What's the guy's name? Come on, Game of Thrones guy. Anyway, whatever. Dinklage, Peter Dinklage. Yeah, he's the Toxic Avenger. I think Elijah Wood's in the movie too. That's the one we're talking about. So, all right. Well, look, I'll probably be out later, but I'll be back tonight, probably streaming a very chill game called Bookstore Simulator. And then I will be back tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock on Crypt, Locale Crypt, and then we'll be doing stuff here tomorrow. So catch me tonight. How about that? Remember, she said, hey, catch me outside. Yeah, man, thank you so much, you guys, for all the support, the company, the very passionate, fun discussion. I love talking about stuff like this. I love you indulge me and allow me to. Thank you, Rastoff, for the redirect. Let's go to our big ticket items tonight. Our top fans. Number 10, V8 Warrior. Number 9, Brandon the Bootlicker. I love you, baby, but get a spine, my friend. Number 8, Frank Lass. Number 7, KP Projections. I know it's K Projections. Number 6, Machine. Thanks, pal. Number 5, One Pump Man. Number 4, Mike Dogs and Fishing. Number 3, Durant. Thanks for calling in, buddy. Number 2, Alexa Berto 644 and thank you, buddy, and sitting at the tippy goddamn top of the hill. Tip of the goddamn tippy top of the tippy hill is JSD, the man who makes it all happen. Canty with a penis. Our good friend JSD, who is setting us up for a great motion picture this weekend, Evil Dead 2, High as a Kite on Drugs. And tonight or tomorrow, we'll see if we actually get ourselves in a position to also watch the new Toxic Avenger. But we'll have a couple more opportunities to get there. Regardless, though, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you, JSD. Thank you, chat. Thank you, Tech, for sitting in. And I'm going to go eat, and I will be back later this evening streaming Bookshop Simulator or something else. Okay. That's all I got. Thanks, fellas. Bye, everyone.